So MMA Legends has released a game similar to Untitled Boxing Game. But how good actually is it? Today, I will give my honest review of the game. Let's get into it. For starters, the content has good variety. For cosmetics and emotes, they have a loot box system, which is nothing out of the ordinary. And more importantly, there's a decent selection of fighting styles. One thing I appreciate is that they have styles like kickboxing, where different strikes actually produce a difference during fights, like inflicting slowness, and aren't just different animations. I've also seen some other mechanics like special moves for rarer styles, which adds good value to the core gameplay. I will talk about balance later, but overall for the combat styles, I'd say this game gets a thumbs up. Speaking of the combat, how is it? Well, it's not bad, but it does have issues. For example, the timing of attacks does not feel consistent like Untitled Boxing Game. This is likely due to the fact that Untitled Boxing Game has had a lot of optimization updates and fixes, and it feels like this type of game really needs it, especially if it wants to add more variety to the gameplay later. I will speak more on the inconsistent feeling, but first, I want to discuss the gameplay. The way it works is that each player has 3 stocks, just like an Untitled Boxing Game. However, after someone loses a stock, the next round starts with both players at full health. Also, there is a timer of 180 seconds. If the timer hits 0, the player with more health will win that round, and the next round will begin. I personally do not like the timer, and here's why. The timer is meant to decrease passive play, but I think it actually increases it. Because if you are winning, it is not hard to stay away from damage if you avoid exchanges. And because movement speed is somewhat slow in this game, you can basically stall the clock. Not to mention that blocking is way too strong. I've never seen anyone guard break, and the block seems to come back very fast. Anyway, to elaborate on the inconsistency in timing, I had a terrible time choosing a good server. There was only one of 5 times I played this game where I was able to get a server in my region. The Join Best Server button did not work at all, so I was usually stuck playing at around 150 ping. I suspect that this is the reason for the timing issues, and it's not intentional. If it is intentional, I can firmly say I absolutely hate it. I also wanted to mention something somewhat related to the bad timing, which is that my M1 did not always chain for some odd reason. Once again, if this is intentional, I absolutely hate it. I will assume they are just bugs though. Now when it comes to style balance, I would say that this game unfortunately does not do a great job. While it's not terrible, styles with abilities that let them have an attack faster than an M1 and do the damage of an M1 chain is just absolutely ridiculous. Not to mention that if you block that attack, you are stunned longer than them, so they get no punishment. The difference between abilities here and abilities in Untitled Boxing Game is that in Untitled Boxing Game, there is clear punishment for if their ability fails in some way. While I've been pretty harsh up until now, I do not want to give off the impression that this game is bad. When Untitled Boxing Game released, it also had a plethora of problems. And besides comparing it to Untitled Boxing Game, I just genuinely had fun playing this game. It feels like a fresh PvP experience, and I think that's what most people are looking for when they check this game out. So I'm pleased to say, you definitely will find a unique experience playing this game. I think the game visually looks great, and the ultimate animations are always fun to watch. And while it does have its issues, I see a lot of potential in this game, and I expect it to become a staple alongside Untitled Boxing Game if the developers keep at it. That's about all I have to say about this game. You can check it out with the link in the description. Until next time, enjoy this gameplay.